Welcome to Synthetic Oil Protection. I'm your host Eben, and today we're back with another exciting gear lube change on, this is my personal vehicle. You say most mechanics, they don't like working on their own vehicles. For me, I'm not a mechanic, so I love it. So we're putting in the 100% synthetic severe gear 75W-90 GL5 specification. This has the slip lock additive. Now this is my 2013 SL550 Mancentas beans. That's what they call them, Mancentas. I don't know what that means, but that's all I hear, so that's what we call it. So here we go. We're going deep sea diving down underneath, and this is actually a super easy process. We got our 14mm Allen key right there, and that is the fill spot. And then over here we have the drain right there. So this looks just like the Viper differential, very similar to the Dodge Viper. And there's the drain spot there, and the fill is right over here. So we're taking off the fill first. So if you missed it, we did the Amsoil transmission fluid change on this little, or the motor oil. We just did that, and now we're taking this off. Should come out like butter. Let's go like this, and we'll go like that. We always take off the fill spot first. Super easy to get to. And she's draining a little bit, which is normal. And wow, does that look good. That looks pretty darn good. It looks like it was almost just changed. So we got our cork. Looks clean. Now the Mercedes specification, I looked it up, is called a GLS 49, I think, or GL 49. And basically I looked it up, it's like a 75W-85. So it's almost the same exact gear lube, and then they did call it a GL5 spec. Now what makes this so different is that this was the actual lubricant that Bobby Unser used to pioneered with Al Amatuzio, the inventor of Amsoil, way back in the late 60s at Pikes Peak. Pikes Peak's a famous hill climb, and Bobby Unser is 12-time Pikes Peak champion. So Al Amatuzio went to Bobby Unser and said, hey, I want you to try this in your rear diff. So he tried this, and he saw this noticeable difference of less heat. He had less wear. So instead of changing these differentials every couple of practice sessions, he was able to use the same diff with this gear lube through the whole year of practice, through race day, into the next year. And when he saw that, he was really impressed. So that's the level of this product. So you'll see online, you can go look at tests. This basically is hard to beat. I've never seen anything that comes close to it, and you'll notice a much smoother operation. So we got that corked off. Let's drop the nuts. One other thing I wanted to mention about the gear lube, it has a proprietary anti-foaming additive, which doesn't allow air bubbles to get in between the gears, and that allows that film to stay between the metal, and that cushion will actually have less vibration. Now let's crack her loose. And there we go. Woo! She's gonna be a shooter. When you take off that plug, it's gonna come out nice and quick. Here we go. Oh, there she blows. Whoa, that was a total explosion. Woo! I got nailed. Wow. I knew that was going to be a shooter, but not that good. Wow. All right, well, we're going to drop her level and let her drain down. All right, now it's time to prep our easy packs. So all you do is pop off the cap. And now these easy packs are super flexible. They hold 1,100 pounds of pressure, so they're super strong. You don't have to worry about bursting them. And then the other nice thing is you don't have to worry about having any issues with what is it, a hand pump. Sometimes those hand pumps, the valve breaks inside. When that valve breaks, you could be in the middle of a job and you're going to have to go out and use another vehicle and go get another hand pump. So that's kind of the benefit of using these Easy Pack. So all you do is rip off this little paper thing. Real easy. You don't even have to take it all off. It's not going to come off. And now all we do is just thread it on. Super easy. And then we snip the tip. Got it on firm. Do a little snip, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and shoot a little bit in, and that way some of the old residual will come out. So I'll show you that now. And I'm going to go ahead and stick the tip right inside this hole. And it's a feel thing. You want to feel for it. Once you find that sweet spot right there, all you do is just squeeze a little bit. So here we go. I'm going to start squeezing in until she starts overflowing. And you'll see it run nice and clear. Once I'm happy with that, now I cork it up. So I grab my little cork here, right there. And now as she's flowing, I just thread her in. Feel for the hole. Flip around so you can get good leverage. Just like this. And what I like to do is I like to do the toothpaste method. So I actually squeeze the bottom and then I curl up from the bottom just like this, like you're squeezing out a tube of toothpaste. And you'll see it just takes seconds. We're halfway there. We're 3/4. We got the last quarter to go. And then at the end, what I do is I mushroom the back. And I take 2 hands with the tip in. You want to make sure that tip doesn't slip out. Grab one side, grab the other, and then squeeze in like a V shape, just like that. Pow! And that's it. And now 96% of all that lube is out. All right, easy pack number 2 going in. All we do, feel for the hole, guide the tip in, and start to curl up just like the old toothpaste method. And all we're doing is feeling her up until she overflows. Once she overflows, we set her down level and we let her drain until she's completely level. Let's see. Oh, and there she blows. And you can see how beautifully clear it is. It's this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gold. It's not gold, but it's like a pure lubricant. It's hard to believe, but that's what the 100% synthetic looks like. So that's the super film strength. So we're gonna set her down level, let her level out, and then we'll cork her up. Hey, just wanted to show you the old fluid. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna say that might be OEM fluid, but not much metallic. Looking really good. Usually fluid looks a lot worse than that. This is the miles on the car when we did the rear diff fluid change, and you saw it look pretty good. All right, we're gonna go for a cruise, but first I wanted to mention one thing that's important to do. Whenever you change the differential fluid, it's always a good idea to do some figure eights. So do some super, super tight turns and really listen for any chattering. So that was a U-turn, and there's absolutely zero chatter, no binding, no skipping. And if you ever have any chattering or skipping, what you want to do is you want to add slip lock additives. So Amsoil actually makes that additive that you can actually add more into the differential. So say you have a Viper, the Dodge Viper actually takes more modifier in that component, in that differential. So all the clutch packs are all different, you just don't know how they are. So on the Mercedes, it's a GL5 spec, and that's what the OEM Mercedes is. So it feels amazing right now. I haven't dug into it at all. The motor's just getting warmed up. It's about, what is it, only 86 degrees out today. So a super cool day in Vegas. So beautiful day for some top-down action and just some awesome cruising. So we're gonna make a right here and we'll do a little tip in, and I'll tell you how it feels different. Let's see. So far it just seems smooth, but let's see if it feels any different under shifting. Wow, It's so quiet and smooth. I think I'm getting a little less drivetrain noise, and that could be the film strength. You know, the film strength is going to be a little bit thicker. It went from an 85 weight to a 90 weight, and then the 100% synthetic also makes a huge difference as well with the film strength. Man, that's buttery smooth. Oh my God. That's hard to believe how smooth that is. We'll do a little U-turn here. Let's see how it feels here. We'll get into a nice little turn for you guys. See how this feels. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it definitely feels smoother. Yeah, just a little less vibration in the drive shaft, and that's exactly what I felt when I did my C5 Corvette. So if you're in the Corvette club, definitely check out that playlist on all the Corvette action. And I'm sure you're wondering, Eben, why the heck would you get an SL Mercedes when you had a Corvette? And I'll tell you what, it's a really weird story, but I looked around for all these Corvettes and I couldn't find any. And the C6 Corvette base model just disappeared. The 2013s is what I wanted. That's the last generation of the C6, and I wanted a manual. And I was looking at the prices. They're about 25 to 30 grand. And then all of a sudden the mid-engine came out, and boom, the price went up even more. And it's almost the same price as these SL Mercedes. And I've always had people on the channel over the years, they used to say, Eben, you know, the Mercedes are horrible. And, you know, there's even people all over YouTube that they say they're horrible. And honestly, I've never heard of that. I mean, now, the people that I've talked to, though, had an S-Class Mercedes, or they had an SL, or they've had like a G-Wagon. So they've had their top-tier Mercedes flagship vehicles. So when you get to the top-tier vehicles, I think they're a little different level in build quality. But I've talked to guys in the Mercedes club out here. I've talked to all these different people, and I've never heard of anybody with all kinds of problems with an SL or S-Class or any of them. And I kind of got hooked on the quality of these cars when I worked on a S-Class in 2008, and I was really impressed with it. You can check out that video up here in the corner. And I was just super impressed with just how solid the cars are. And so I figured I'd share this with the channel and give real world examples of how these cars aren't just the way a lot of people think. They're just expensive and this and that. Now, don't get me wrong. You start breaking a bunch of stuff because you break it or you don't maintain it, it's going to be expensive. I'm not going to kid around. It's going to cost some money. But we're going to be showing how to not have those expenses come up. We're going to be showing getting new tires, doing a high flow K&N air filter, so you don't have to change all these air filters all the time. So it's going to be a lot of fun to do all these things on this car. So definitely subscribe, tap the notification bell. Remember, every last Saturday of the month, I do my end of month giveaway at 11 a.m. So leave a comment below. Let me know if you have any questions with this stuff. If you have any questions with Amsoil, my links are in the description section below. If you click show more on a desktop or a laptop, you'll see all my links down there. When you use my link, I'll be your Amsoil dealer. I'll get the credit. You can always ask me questions anytime. I can help you with anything with Amsoil. And then we also have the giveaway. So leave that comment. I randomly go through and pick people. And if you have a friend that is thinking about getting a Mercedes or something, or share this video with them, let them know. And I really appreciate you watching my channel. So we'll see you back next time on synthetic oil protection. Cheers to protection, protection, protection. Oh, click on this video here. This video right here in the corner. Click on that sucker. That's the whole playlist on this little angel.